I'm heading towards Badlands National Park in South Dakota. I'll be going into the park tomorrow morning, but for now I'm going to camp at a BLM site just outside of it. BLM stands for Bureau of Land Management. It's public land that anyone can stay at for free up to 14 days in a row. There are no amenities, so I'll need to come prepared, but the price is right and the view at this site is in a class all of its own. It's technically outside of the park, which makes it okay for me to fly my drone here, but there are some of the same features here as you'll find in the park itself. Alright, so I'm heading into Badlands National Park. I've been here once before. The last time I was here, I did the Notch Trail, which was really cool. You got kind of like a rope and wooden ladder that you have to climb up in order to get to the rest of the trail. And then the views at the end of it were just amazing. Probably won't do that one again today. But the first time that I was in this park, I was blown away by it. Just the features that you have everywhere you look are phenomenal. So I'm excited. I might see some buffalo, possibly some prairie dogs, all the usual suspects around here. Looking forward to it. Let's go. I saw some bison and prairie dogs before I even passed through the entrance gate. I've seen them before, but it just never gets old. So the thing that's wild is I've just arrived in the park and this is just like the first overlook, and already it's spectacular. Like, I don't think the camera is going to quite do it justice, but this view just goes on forever for miles and miles and miles. Yeah, this park is amazing. You can see way off in the distance, looks like mountains. It's the Black Hills region of South Dakota. That's where Mount Rushmore is. So for most of the park, you get these kind of like tans and reds and all these different layers. But in this one particular section, there are yellows and reds as well. It's really cool. I I continued making my way through the park and taking in all the amazing scenery. So I pulled off at what I thought was just going to be an overlook, and turns out there's actually a nature trail here called the Cliff View Nature Trail. This is one I haven't done before, so I thought it'd be a kind of a neat thing to check out. It looks like this one goes through a little bit of a wooded area, which is something that you don't see very much of in Badlands. So yeah, let's check it out. So this trail goes up to this kind of rail boardwalk sort of area. It's right below the overlook from the Notch Trail up there, which is a trail that I've done previously. That was a phenomenal trail. Now this isn't going to come through on camera, but I'm surrounded by these juniper trees, and there's a very distinct smell. It's kind of piney, but not quite like a normal pine tree. It smells really good. I like it. All these prickly pears all over the place. You can see all that prairie land in the valley below. Okay, I'm coming up in that boardwalk now. It's very breezy out today. That's spectacular. And again, right up there is that overlook from the Notch Trail. More of these junipers. You can see a lot of them have these little berries. They just smell really nice. Hey, look, stairs. It's a short trail, but I like it. A lot of different views between the juniper trees and the cliffs above and the valley below. Very cool. I had two trails left that I wanted to hike before I left for the day. The window trail and the door trail. These were both trails that I noticed on my first visit to the park but didn't have enough time for. This is the window trail. It's not really that much of a hike, it's just a quick little trail. But I believe they call it the window trail because of this view that's coming up over here. Oh yeah, that's cool. All right, now over here, I don't think this is an officially sanctioned overlook, but let's take a look anyways. Ooh, yeah. Very cool. Okay, well this is the door trail. Kind of easy little boardwalk here. It is very windy still. It's wheelchair accessible, so if you want to do a trail at this park, but not quite up for some of the more rugged terrain, this one might be for you. Is this the door that I'm walking through? There is an area that goes off of the boardwalk. Kind of looks like it goes through some more narrow, almost ledge type situations. So I'm gonna go check that out. This section almost doesn't even feel like a trail at all, but there are a series of posts to let you know you're going the right way. This is cool. I keep saying that, but it is. Yeah, that sign said the baddest of the Badlands. And it's kind of true. This feels a lot more like I'm down in it now, as opposed to just overlooking from some viewpoints. Always leave it better than you found it. Really just way out in it now. Well, I guess that's going to do it for this one. Just couldn't help myself from continuing to hike more. Like always, hope you guys had fun. I know I did. But until next time, catch you later. Peace.